Today, we've changed a lot since I was in school. I feel today there's a lot of attack on children and young adults and ideas that don't go with our morals and our values and our beliefs. And I think there's a big attack on our students from the smallest up to through high school. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that's facing our nation today.
The world's a very scary place. You know, especially it's just changed a lot since, I was a teenager, and just trying to prepare the girls, as they graduate and start, life in the real world and kind of what to expect. I think the best thing you could do is prepare them for that and raise them up to be close to Christ and pray that they make the right decisions.
I've had people ask me, you pay taxes for your kids to go to public school, but you've made the decision to pay more money for them to go to a private school. And it is an investment because I see the difference in my daughters now than when they were in public school.
Seeing their growth spiritually, as well as just becoming young women, being prepared for life. So absolutely, it's been worth it. If we had it to do over again, I would do it over again.
This is what we choose to invest our money in, is in our children's education. Yes, it's worth it.
But it's a little bit more than the education part of it, because you have to look at it from a development well-being of the individual. And with what's going on in society, we don't have to worry about certain agendas being pushed through the school system. There's a couple of factors that you choose when going to Riverside when making an investment. One is the culture, the safety of the child, the well-being. Two, the education. What kind of education is my child getting? How are we preparing them for college, for the world outside home, outside of graduation? And then the most important thing is the character development, as far as how well are we training them up to know God. And that's really important. But it's a place that you feel like your children belong to, that it's a good family to be a part of. The old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. But you get that here at Riverside. It's always a place you can call home.
The faculty and staff love our children, and that's their focus.
I've been affiliated with the school since its very beginning, and I've seen a lot of great changes over the years. But one of the things that I'm most excited about is our partnership with Freed-Hardeman University. The Pioneer program is offering us so many opportunities for improvement and so many advantages for our students through dual credit, teacher training, best practices, even in our back office and operations. It's just a tremendous benefit for all of us. I think our families will really benefit from this program.
RCA's partnership with Freed-Hardeman University is a partnership that allows for many different things at our school that are different from other schools. Our high school students are able to get 32 hours of free college credit by the time they graduate from high school through this partnership. And we are able to certify and train teachers here at Riverside through Freed-Hardeman University. The partnership also allows for many enhancements to the education experience here at RCA for our students.
Riverside is just a place where your child can belong and for the right reasons, and be loved and nurtured and feel safe. And it's an eternal impact that this place has on everyone that comes through the front doors. I've seen it for myself because I've been here for so long, but I also hear it out of my own children's mouths, but also out of students that I taught that have now gone on, and then they come back and talk to you and tell you the differences that it's made in their life. And I find out, I can think of one young man that didn't even believe in God at all when he first came here. Literally changed his life. He went on to bring others to Christ in college. This place is it has such an eternal impact. Riverside Christian Academy teachers care so deeply about their students. It's a family atmosphere here, and especially like for me with middle school, I have them 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, for 3 straight years. I get to know them so well and their families, and it's a wonderful place to teach. It's a wonderful place to raise your children. It's a wonderful place to see kids. We're planting seeds. It's kind of all about that.
I want them to understand that the Bible, God, Jesus, created all the things that we see today, and he's not fearful of the things that are out there. He knows they're out there, and the really awesome thing is that he wants to walk with us in the chaos, in the dark parts of our world, so that His light can shine even through us. We get to be broken signposts that kind of point the way to Jesus every single day that we come to work and that we get to be at Riverside. Spending as much time as I do with the students and as our teachers do, there's no faking it. At some point, they're going to see the real you, and it's encouraging to them to see that we've all had struggles. I myself have battled leukemia, and this school has rallied around me and served me and my family and helped us. And so they've seen in us, we're not kind of separate and apart from them. It's not like there's not a personal connection there. They know what is going on in the lives of their teachers and the struggles that we face. And we go to prayer in those moments. We turn to God in those moments. If a student is having a difficulty, they know that they can come to us, and we're going to turn to God first. That prayer is not only an option, but is the go-to. We want to talk to God first about the things that we're facing. I think a lot of times with campus ministry, people think, you're in with the kids all the time, and there's certainly parts of that. There are some students who are very comfortable coming to me about things they're dealing with, and then there are always other people here that if they're not comfortable with me, they can go to them. And so I think the biggest thing about campus ministry is being a facilitator. I think that's the great thing of all the options we have here. There is someone here for everyone that they feel like they can confide in, that they can pray with, and that they're going to be pointed in the right direction. There's not a teacher here that I wouldn't recommend to a parent being confident in their advice and their mentorship with their walk with Christ.
As a parent, I feel like there's a lot of darkness in the world today. The teachers here can bring Christ in and let them know that this is what will help them when they grow up and get into the world, and it will bring, light into their life. I definitely love my students, and one of the great things about RCA is I can see them grow up through the years. The most significant thing, I believe, is Christ at the center. But as a teacher, too, it's one reason I choose to be here is parents choose for their child to be here. They want them here. They want them involved. They want to communicate. They get to communicate with me, I think, on a more personal level, having smaller classes. We protect them from some of the things out in the world, but still preparing them to meet those things when they graduate, and knowing that they're not alone. God's there with them, and their brothers and sisters are.
Thanks for the question.